In the last year, we've seen people turn thousands of dollars into millions with meme coins. And myself, last year, I couldn't even afford rent, but in the peak my portfolio was worth over $48,000. And maybe I'm not a meme coin millionaire yet, but I won't sugarcoat anything in this video. I will just show you everything I learned in the last 12 months completely for free. You don't have to buy my course or one-to-one mentorship. Everything you need is in this video, even if you are brand new to crypto. Before we even begin, there's one big problem with trading meme coins. Majority of traders are losing money for a very simple reason. They lose money in meme coins because they don't have a strategy. They just treat it like another lottery, not a system. So if you are not profitable or you are just starting, my goal is to make sure you make the most amount of money with meme coins as possible. So this is why I'm going to show you everything you need to know in this video. So before we even begin looking at the charts, here's the setup you need. First, you need PC or laptop with at least 2 monitors. And the reason for it is very simple. If you are trading on your phone, this is how a trading bot looks like. It's so cramped, it's very hard to make any research. So I highly recommend you getting a PC or a laptop, connecting 2 screens, and it will make your life so much easier. Second, we need BullX Neo. It's a Solana meme coin trading platform, and I will leave all the links you need in the description below. Next, Phantom Wallet. We need it to easily manage our wallets. And if you don't have Phantom Wallet yet, here's how you set it up. Just go to the official Phantom Wallet website, once again, link in the description, and click download for Chrome. It's just a simple Chrome extension, just click add to Chrome, add extension, and wait for it to download. Now we have to create our first wallet, just click create new wallet. And now you can log in using your email or create a seed phrase wallet. I'll choose the seed phrase wallet. Now you have to type in your password and click continue. And here is your secret recovery phrase. Make sure to write it down on a piece of paper and keep it somewhere safe. If somebody gets your recovery phrase, they can steal all of your funds. So let's just select save my recovery phrase and click continue. You can pick a username, continue. And now we got our Phantom wallet. Solana is one of the most popular crypto, so you can buy it pretty much anywhere. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, etc. Just use the exchange that's available in your country, and once you buy Solana, you will have to withdraw it to your wallet. So let's get back to Phantom. Open the extension. And right here, you will see your Solana wallet address. Copy it. And now, when withdrawing, make sure to select Solana as your network and type this address. Select the amount of Solana you want to withdraw and click withdraw. That's very simple. The process is very similar for pretty much every exchange. And once you click a link to the BullX Neo, it will redirect you to Telegram. Just open it inside of Telegram, and right here just click login. So I don't have a fresh wallet to show you how the login looks like, but it will be similar to this. You'll have to save your private keys for your Solana wallet. And as you can see, it's the wallet name, Solana. Here's the wallet address, and the second string is your private key. Just select it, copy it, and go back to your Phantom wallet. Click right here, click on the Add Connect Wallet, import private key, copy the private key into this box. Here, just type in the name, BullX Neo Wallet, and click import. And now you can move Solana from your first account that we created in the beginning to your BullX Neo wallet. So you can use the Solana to trade meme coins on BullX Neo. So once you have your Solana on your wallet, we can go even further. We'll need a couple of more accounts. You'll need a Twitter for coin research and market sentiment. You'll need Discord for researching meme coin communities, and Telegram, which is necessary to log into BullX Neo and also for researching communities. And last thing I want you to prepare is to bookmark a website called defilama.com. I'll explain to you why in just a second. And I rarely see people mentioning this website when trading meme coins, but it's going to make your life so much easier. So once we have everything set up, we can start researching meme coins. So the first thing you need to look out for is the chart. If the chart you are looking at is very similar to this means you are dealing with a scam token. Here you can see whenever there are some buys, there is very large sell pressure shortly after. Somebody is just farming people whenever they buy. And here This is the obvious rug pull. In the beginning, this coin went to probably 40k market cap, and here is just a bot volume to make people buy into this coin. So if any of the chart you're looking at is looking like this, you don't have to do any steps after it because it's obvious scam. So after you see that the chart looks legit, here's the number one thing for every meme coin, the narrative. You have to figure out what is the coin about and what makes it unique, because you don't want to buy Dogecoin number 67 that launched today, because there's no way anybody's going to invest into it. It has to be something very interesting and unique so it can get as much attention as possible, because in crypto, attention equals money. And when you are researching the meme coins, you have to figure out what are the future catalysts to make it go even higher. If you are researching a utility coin, it could be tech dropping, an update, or new partnership. If it's a meme coin about Elon Musk changing his name, you will want to see Elon Musk interacting with it. And we have seen it a couple of times before. Or it could be centralized exchange listing, which always brings much more attention and liquidity to the coin. So here are some example narrative categories. Tech or AI coins like Griffin.com or Candle TV. Griffin is a platform for creating AI agents, and Candle is a streaming platform and launchpad. Social trends like Ice Bucket Challenge revival. It was a huge trend back in like 2014. And last month or so, there was a revival of this movement. And morning routine, you've probably seen this guy having this ridiculously long morning routine, and the meme coin about it went absolutely parabolic. Major world events like Trump putting another tariffs, or celebrity scandals that just spread out very quickly on Twitter. You also have movement coins like House Coin, which was a joke for younger people who basically cannot afford to buy a home, but they can afford to buy a house coin. And this coin went pretty well. And Community Coin, which was just the biggest community on X. And whenever we are looking at narratives, you'll have multiple types of plays. First is the alpha play, which is the main coin with the biggest volume, price, and mindshare. So for example, I just show you the Community Coin. It ran to $3 million of market cap and people tried to copycat it. So this coin was the leading narrative and the alpha play. Now after it, we have beta plays, which are copycat coins or coins related to the alpha play, which get obviously less mindshare and lower market cap. And you can easily see it here. After launching world's biggest X crypto community, somebody created world's largest Telegram community, and it went to only 62k market cap, which is significantly lower than X community. And it doesn't matter what the narrative is, you'll always have beta plays, which can be very risky, but sometimes people who make money on the alpha play are trying to find beta plays to multiply their Solana. Or somebody miss out and this coin is already at 2.5 million and they are trying to find beta plays to still make some X's. And another thing with the narrative is LARP. LARP is just a fake project aimed to make quick pump and dump. And yesterday there was a coin called Quantilica, and probably somebody hacked their Twitter account because there was a tweet calling they just launched a coin and it's gone by now. And just by looking at the chart, you can easily see that it quickly went to 500k market cap and currently is at 3.6. And the developer sold at the end, which means this coin is completely dead and abandoned. It was just quick pump and dump to make some quick money. So now the second thing you have to look at is the numbers and mainly volume, because volume equals money. And you can see volume by clicking on any meme coin. And in the top right corner, you have 5 minute, 1 hour, 6 hour, and 24-hour volume. Just click on any time frame and you will see exactly how many transactions they were and how high is the volume. And obviously volume is the most important thing when we are looking at new creations. For older and more established coins, there are some different things you need to look at, but we'll cover it in just a second. And here's the extra tip for volume. Before even you start trading meme coins, take a look at Solana DEX volume. If it's high, there are a lot of opportunities in meme coins that day. As I said before, you have to bookmark defilama.com, and every single day before you even start trading meme coins, just take a look at this website. In the search bar, look for Solana, and once you search for Solana, it will look something like this. Make sure to select DEX's volume, and maybe change the TVL to Sol price. And as you can see, when we had Trump coin launch, we had major spike in DEX's volume, which means a lot of people are trading meme coins that day. And whenever you see a huge spike in price, it always leads to increased DEX's volume, which means there are opportunities to make money with meme coins. And whenever you see the price of Solana dropping, DEX's volume is dropping too, which means there are fewer meme coins that perform well. And whenever Solana price is just moving sideways in the tight range, it always leads to decrease in DEX's volume, which means meme coins are less likely to pump into millions of dollars of market cap. So it's very important to look at the data and see how well meme coins can perform. So just to recap, high volume on DEXs, a lot of opportunities, and high volume on a specific meme coin. This means there's a lot of interest in it and you can scalp it for profit. Because I will repeat this again, volume equals money. So the first thing you need to look at when researching meme coins is to analyze the social and the website. You'll have to use X, Telegram, Discord, GitHub, or anything else that will give you more information about the specific coin. And the first thing you can look at is the Twitter used. And you can easily see this using BullX Neo. You'll just see the number next to Twitter account and see how many times this Twitter was reused. Just by looking at this, I know I should stay away from this coin. If the Twitter is real, you have to look for engagement. It has to be organic. It has to be real people who are interacting with the tweets, and those tweets have to get a lot of attention, because once again, attention equals money. And attention and volume are very similar, because if there's a lot of attention, there's a lot of volume, because people are actively looking at the coin and trading it. For Telegram and Discord, because those are basically the same, you have to look if people are actually active and sending messages, see if those community members are real or those are just bot accounts, and are the moderators or admins answering questions or just hyping, yeah, we will do XYZ, but they are not providing any time frame or anything tangible. They're just hyping you to buy the coin. And red flags, as I mentioned, Twitter account made very recently or reused. Other thing are generating boring messages. There are a lot of people who are using botted accounts just to hype up the people and to buy into a meme coin. If there's only Moonboy talk like we pumping or let's fucking go, this means you should probably stay away and find a real community. Coins with real communities can actually go very, very high. And in this video, I will show you an example of this coin. And also be very careful whenever you are researching a coin, because on Telegram there are a lot of scams and they can actually steal your Telegram account, which means your BullX Neo will be at risk. So whenever you see a message like this that you have to re-verify or you have to click or you get an airdrop, never open this link or interact with anything. It's just a scam. And the last thing you need to look at is the security. First, you can check bundle supply, which means multiple wallets buying at launch. We can use Trench Radar Scanner. All you have to do is just type in any contract address, it will load up all the data. And here, overall statistics, there are 5 bundles in total. They spent 86 SOL and they already sold everything. The creator already made 2 tokens, which usually is a bad thing. And bundles aren't necessarily a bad thing if it's a utility coin, because they want to take control of it and they don't want snipers to basically destroy the chart. If the team is legit, you analyze the socials and this project is actually real, that means bundles aren't a problem. Also, if the narrative is very strong, bundles aren't a problem too, because even if they sell all of the supply and the coin dips, people who are very interested in this coin can actually run it up even higher. So next thing, is the contract mintable, freezable, and LP is locked? And it doesn't really apply if you are trading meme coins that were launched on legit launchpads like Boop, Pump.fun or Bong.fun. But whenever you are trading on BullX Neo, you can use an audit. Just open a meme coin and here click on audit. And since we can clearly see it's a Pump.fun launch, it's not mintable, token data isn't mutable, it isn't freezable, and liquidity will be burned. Also, you need to check top 10 holders supply. If they are holding the 60 or more, it's very sketchy. However, if the meme coin is a French launch, it's still on like 20k market cap. Top 10 holders are going to hold majority of the supply because in the beginning, it's very easy to buy all of the supply. But just be cautious whenever you see this number is very high. Now, insider holding, those are the people who didn't buy the coin. Those are just fresh wallets that got sent supply. So this number can't be very high. Ideally, less than 30 or 20%. Next, how much the dev holds. If it's a utility coin, the developer can actually hold some tokens, but for majority of meme coins, like trends or viral news, you want to see this number as low as possible, ideally at 0. But anything below 5% is still decent. And volume bots, you have to look at the order book, just open any meme coin and order book is right here. And whenever you see the same wallets, which are buying the same amount of Solana, like 0.1 Solana, then selling 0.1 Solana, and repeat it over and over again. They are just volume botting, and here the number of transactions will skyrocket and the volume will skyrocket too. So be very careful with it. And bot users. This is a very interesting feature on BullX Neo. Ideally, you want this number to be high because bot users are people who use trading bots. So you actually want to have some bot users involved in the project. You don't want to have only insiders and snipers. So just to recap on how to find narratives. You have to scan hypervision on BullX Neo to find the coins. Once you find something interesting, open it, look at the socials, look at the website, analyze it, make sure if it's a legit project, what kind of narrative is it, and then we can come to the final part of research, the thesis. Your goal with research is to create a short, logical reason why this coin could go even higher. And a thesis can look something like, this coin has a strong narrative, active community, and good volume, I'm buying the next dip. It's very simple, you know exactly why you are getting into the trade and what you are looking out for. Or it can be as simple as you just see that volume is very high, it's decent news, and you think you can scalp like 20 or 30% on the next pullback. But in the end, a good thesis should answer these 4 questions. Why now? What's the trigger to buy? Is the volume so high? Is the coin just pumping like crazy? You have to figure out why you're buying the coin. Then you have to answer why this coin in particular. Is the narrative that strong? Is the dev team actually legit and doxed, so we know this project won't rug? Or the volume is super high and we want to scalp like 30%. And then figure out what do you expect. And here's the very important thing. You want to scalp, which means just getting quick 20, 50, 40%. You're looking to swing trade, which means holding your position for hours or days, or you are going to hold the token for long term. I do this only for utility-based projects because I see the vision, I know that the team can deliver on their promises, and I rarely do it for community-based meme coins because they will die off eventually. And you have to know what is going to kill your thesis. So if it's a utility-based coin, it could be developer selling. Or maybe if it's just an Elon tweet, the trend can just die because it's not very viral. Or maybe the team is legit, but they don't deliver on their promises. You have to answer these 4 questions every time before you buy a meme coin. And I know you have seen so much information right now, but with practice, you will be able to do all of these steps in just a few seconds. And I know if you're brand new, this may be a lot of information for you. However, there is a way to actually speed up your learning curve. A few months ago, I joined a group called the Trenches. They got over 10,000 members and they are actively trading every single day. As you can see in the voice chat, which is running 24/7, they got at least 100 people trading meme coins all day. You also get access to Alpha channel with the biggest news on the meme coins. And also we have official leverage trading calls if you would like to make some money outside of meme coins by trading altcoins like Sui. And also you get access to Whoop community with even more info about trading meme coins. And honestly, I wouldn't be able to catch majority of my plays if I wasn't in this group. So if you would like to apply to this group, there's a link in the description below. So even if you find the perfect meme coin to trade, you will lose all of your money in the long run if you don't have proper risk management. If you ask any stock trader or hedge fund manager what's the most important thing in trading, they will always say it's risk management. The simplest rule is to never risk more than you can afford to lose. I know it's so simple, you hear it all the time, but still people like this pop up in the BullX Neo Discord every single day. They lost all of their money and they want to, so always make sure that you don't play with the money that you cannot afford to lose, because meme coins can literally go to zero as soon as you buy in. And even if you lose a trade, it shouldn't negatively affect your portfolio or life. And if your heart starts pounding as soon as you see a small price drop, you are risking too much money in the trade. And ideally, every single time you buy a meme coin, you should risk maximum 1% of your portfolio. So if you have 100 Solana, you should risk maximum 1 Sol, which means that, for example, you buy with 5, the price drops by 25%, so you are selling 4 Solana and you lost only 1 Sol from your initial 100. And I know it's easier said than done, but proper risk management is something that will allow you to make money in the long run. I have seen a lot of people, even in the trenches community, who made a lot of money, they got very cocky, and they lost everything on one bad trade. So make sure to always adjust your risk accordingly to your current situation. And the last thing I want to talk about is journaling. And I know it sounds very strange, but I just want to read you these 2 quotes. Whatever gets measured gets improved. And madness is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And if you can't pinpoint and fix what is causing you to lose money, you will never make it trading meme coins. And I know you might be thinking, okay, but what should I journal about? So here's an example journal just for you. Type in the date, what's the token, ideally put the CA so you can easily look at the chart later. Type in your entry market cap and exit market cap, and write down your reason for entry and reason for exit plus your emotional state. This is the most important thing, because if you are trading emotionally, you will keep losing money. Once you find the right narrative and create a strong thesis, make sure to stick with it. And I picked this trade for a reason, because I exited my position because of fear. I thought the price will drop even further after I missed my target, and I've seen massive sales which dropped the coin to sub $1 million market cap. And this is the community coin I showed you before. I even have my sell limit orders, which I chose to be at $1.5 million market cap and at $3 million market cap. If I was able to keep my emotions in check, I would actually hit my targets. But as you can see in the journal, I missed the first take profit at 1.5 million, so I sold around here because I feared that the coin is going to drop even further. However, if I was more patient and sticked with my thesis, I would actually execute this trade perfectly, selling near the top. So this is why you have to always analyze your trades, the good ones and the bad ones, and take some lessons from it. I'll leave the empty journal in the description below so you can easily copy it to your Notion or Google Docs. Okay, so there's a lot of theory in this video, but now I will show you an example of how I exactly applied every principle you learned in this video into an actual trade. As you can see, I brought 2 SOL and my current position is worth 11 SOL. And I know this meme coin can perform even better. Right now we are in the accumulation range and we are going to the next leg up. And now I will show you step by step how I actually found this coin and why I have such a strong thesis about it. So in the last video on my YouTube channel, I showed you Candle TV. It's a launchpad and a streaming platform, and recently they started testing launching coins on their platform. And right now the platform is fully functional and you can create your own meme coin. However, 2 days ago it wasn't the case. Yet, for some reason, somebody managed to create Candlezilla on their platform. And it turns out it was a mistake. One guy loopholed the API and started dropping coins. And they decided to take it down from the website. However, people weren't very happy because somebody just farmed them for $50,000. As you can see, the dev kept on selling and this coin died. However, the community wanted an explanation and they started spamming /freezilla. So I figured, okay, there's something going on. There was a group formed up and they started to CTO this token. And CTO means community takeover. They created community on Next. They created a lore behind this coin. You can see here's the full thread of how this coin went to exist. And I thought, okay, if the community of Candle TV is so strongly backing this coin, the team has to do something. And after this huge push from the community, all the raiding, tweeting, etc., Candle TV decided to publicly push Freezilla as the first coin on their site. And once you go to Candle TV, Candlezilla is in the featured coins, and Candlezilla became the obvious beta play of Candle. And once Candle TV starts streaming regularly and inviting more people, they will bring even more attention to Candle token. And every single time you join Candle.tv, you will see Candlezilla. So since they are supporting this as the first major coin, whenever Candle pumps, Candlezilla will follow. And just by looking at this post, you can see that they are getting a lot of engagement and views. And even Meow, who is the creator of Jupiter Exchange, congratulated them on their first launch. Community is working every single day. Even I got involved into the community and started tweeting about it. So I'm pretty sure that since this is the official first coin on the new launchpad, is going to perform really well. And my targets for this coin in the short run are at least $3 to $5 million market cap. Maybe if we get lucky, it could be $10 million. However, as always, those are meme coins, so I'll take my profits on the way up, and it's not a financial advice. I just wanted to show you the thought process behind researching the coin and how I created a thesis about it. So if you learned something useful in today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. As always, all the links of the tools I mentioned in today's video are in the description, and if you are interested to speed up your learning curve with meme coins, make sure to apply to the Trenches group. And if you want to learn even more about trading meme coins, just click on the any videos you can see on the screen right now.